Pisces. This is Allie with the Sea Owl, and I'm so grateful to be able to share this time with you, connecting with you and your energy to bring you the messages that Spirit has for you for the month of October. I am recording this on October 13th, so really it's good for the next 4 weeks. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I am talking a little bit more softly than normal because I have a baby in the room where I'm recording. So I just wanted to let you know about that. The vibe in here is a little more subdued just so I don't wake the baby up. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking excellent care of yourself. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have for Pisces for October? Pisces for October, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please and thank you. We got 2 right away. Messages for Pisces for October. Let's see. Put these on top. So we have 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I love to see that. We have King of Cups reversed, the Sun reversed, and Knight of Pentacles reversed. It's interesting that they're all reversed. There's an energy here of, I want to say stagnation, maybe feeling a bit like in the upside down. That's interesting. Almost as though you're like frozen where you're at. It seems like the wheels are moving or have been moving to an extent, but there's something that's caused everything to kind of be frozen in time. This might have to do with your independence or the feeling that you wish to have of your own independence, of the feeling that you wish to have of filling your own cup, of being your own everything. And it seems like, you know, you have done a lot of work to try and get yourself to this place of total self-acceptance, of totally loving yourself, where you don't need a partner. It's not that having a partner would be a bad thing, and it's not that you shouldn't have a partner. It's more about knowing that you're fully whole and capable of doing this life thing all on your own, and in that wholeness you can then find someone to share your life with, not someone to make your life about. That seems like a really important message here. And it does feel like we're talking about not only significant romantic relationships, but just in general. I feel as though you may have been someone who, without wanting to be, maybe circumstances throughout your life have kept you reliant on other people, or having to depend on other people for things, for your own stability, for your own just peace of mind. You haven't been able, or you haven't felt like you've been able or had the opportunity to be able to fully and independently take care of yourself. But you've done a lot of work to get to this deep well of self-love where that could be a reality for you, but yet there's a peg in the wheel. There's a peg in the wheel. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you want us to know about this stagnancy, this frozen in time feeling for Pisces? Can you give us more information on that, please, Spirit? Please and thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So, let's see if we can get them all in here for you. We have 8 of Swords, 4 of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles reversed. It's like almost being out, I'm hearing, it's like almost being out of the woods and into a brand new universe that you have been carefully creating and crafting for yourself. And it's taken a lot of deep introspection, a lot of self-healing. I'm hearing you may have done mirror work, or if you haven't, Spirit's really highlighting that would be a good thing to start working on to kind of get over this final hump. You're almost there. You're almost there. And there's something, I don't want to say that Spirit is holding you back, but it's almost as if there's like one final, okay, hear me out. We're always on a journey of growing, of self-growth, of improving. But in this particular situation where you are really working on cultivating being your own sun in your own universe that you have created for yourself, that's beautiful and whole and safe and, you know, all of the wonderful things. There's still one more aspect that is a bit out of balance that Spirit's asking for you to really look at here. For one, they're highlighting that this work that still needs done feels a lot bigger and more painful or scary maybe than what it's actually going to be. But it's not something that can be rushed or skipped. It is an integral part of your healing journey to get to the wholeness that you're looking for, that you're desiring. They really want me to let you know you've been whole the whole time. Divine perfection. But we can't really see that sometimes, the forest through the trees, you know, when we're in the thick of life. There's all these other things going on. It can be really hard. Life is just hard, you know. Life is incredible and beautiful and amazing and wonderful, and it's also really, really hard sometimes. So they're just asking for you to do that introspective work. What is the thing or things that you still need to face, you still need to look at, you still need to take out of the shoebox and work on? That's going to get the wheels moving again. That's ultimately what you have to do to get to this, to reach your destination in this specific growth timeline. There's a little bit more shadow work that needs to be done. And actually, the top card here, which I know this just because I'm familiar with this deck and this particular card, but when I looked down and said shadow work, I knew what this card was. And it's, I know my shadow side and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. That's very important. What are the shadow aspects that you're having a hard time looking at? And those are the things that we gotta look at. you're going to have literal light bulb moments when you start digging into these parts of yourself that Spirit's really asking you to look at. There may be something related to your specific family history. There may be something related to schooling or education in particular, where there's a wounding there. I'm getting the thumbs up from Spirit that there's some kind of wounding here with education, learning within yourself that needs to be transmuted and transformed in order for you to go from the page to the knight to the queen and then ultimately the king in this journey of independence. And then what is this? Judgment. That's how you're going to experience this freedom, is by really looking at those difficult, hard shadow aspects. Yeah. Working through them and putting them to bed, putting them to rest, letting them go, surrendering them, giving them to the universe, to Spirit, Creator, to God, and not carrying that baggage with you anymore. It's going to be that is the key to unlock the stagnation and move you to the next level of this really beautiful and important soul journey. I feel like your mind and the worry of what it might look like to do this work is the only thing holding you back. Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck, the moon. I think this is something that you actually, I feel like this is something you're aware of. I don't feel like I'm telling you anything that's new. Maybe this reading is helping you look at that side of healing in a different way. You cannot have light without dark. My grandma used to always say, all sunshine makes a desert. And I would get so aggravated growing up when she would say that, because she would always say it in, like, you know, the times in my life when things were really shitty. And I guess it was a way to try and pep me up. But, you know, at the time it's like, yeah, but, you know, all rain makes a flood or something. I don't know what I'm saying, you know. At the time it didn't seem very helpful, but now it's something that resonates with me almost daily. All sunshine makes a desert. The trials, the shadow aspects, all of that you can work through, transmute, transform for your highest good, release and let go of, surrender to Spirit. All of these things are going to feel a whole lot scarier, but they're actually, and thank you, Spirit, this clarifies that. This Two of Cups and Eight of Pentacles reversed, while it may feel scary, it's actually going to be a lot easier than you think. It's going to be a lot easier on your heart. The release you're going to feel like a weight's been lifted. I mean, there's something really specific that you've been carrying around with you that Spirit wants you to willingly transform aspects of. Wow, yes. So while I know that they're highlighting mirror work again for you. So mirror work didn't sound like that big of a deal to me until I actually tried to sit down and do it. And then I was like, all right, this is a little more challenging than I had anticipated. only in that you're sitting in front of a mirror and connecting and talking to yourself like you would a close friend. And you're lifting yourself up and you're telling yourself that you say, I love you, I see you, I accept you, I forgive you. You're saying this to yourself, and then you have to internalize that, and you have to mean it. You have to let yourself off the hook. You have to forgive. Forgiveness is for you. It is not for the person that wronged you. So when we say you have to forgive those who have wronged you, it is in no way letting them off the hook for the harm they caused you, for the pain they caused you. It is not for them. It is for you. When you forgive them, you're setting down that baggage and saying, I'm not carrying what you put on me anymore. And that is the greatest gift you can give yourself. That's why that weight is going to feel completely and totally lifted off you. You're going to feel like a different person. That independence, that freedom, where you are your own sun, S-U-N, your own sun in your own beautiful galaxy. And Spirit's wanting to highlight that you are the magician of your own life. You are co-creating with Spirit every second, even if you don't think that, even when you don't realize it. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. I'm hearing birds, so maybe feathers might be a very big signifier for you. They are for me, for sure, feathers. And the birds' feathers are very indicative of spirit being with us, of divinity. So know that when you find feathers along your path, when you see this symbolism of birds, how important it is. The Spirit is communicating with you in that moment. They're letting you know that they're with you, they see you, they're rooting you on. They want to connect with you more and more. But the peg in that wheel is the rest of the shadow work that has to be transmuted. Okay? Let's pull some oracle cards for you. Thank you for the messages so far, Spirit. For Pisces for October, what other messages do you have for them, please and thank you, Spirit? Pisces for October, please and thank you, Spirit. We're always growing and evolving and changing, and we get to choose. That's one of the beautiful parts of being human. We get to choose where we go in this life. I'll get you one more. How we react, how we handle the situations. We don't get to choose the situations that happen to us, but we do get to choose our reaction. We do get to choose our own healing. We do get to choose what we decide to continue to carry with us. And so anything that's not for your highest good, and a change is coming. A change is coming. Once you make that decision to go within, number 12 in the tarot is the Hanged Man. So once you make that decision to do that introspective work, to go within, to really see, to really look at it all, to see it all within yourself, and to willingly transform aspects of it, is when that wheel starts moving again. It's when the magic really happens. I feel very excited for you about that, Pisces. So we have number 7, to the sea. I want to make sure that you can see everything here. Okay. Sorry, bear with me, I'm sorry. Still trying to figure out the best setup for you and for me. So we have number 7 to the sea, and then we have 10 unfinished symphony in reverse. Let's just set these right here. Number 7 might be a very significant number for you. Also because this card feels related to the Page of Swords that we looked at a little while ago. More of this introspective, looking within the deep parts of yourself, finding that moral compass within and aiming that way towards your greatness. There's something about reading something here, looking into something very, very significant for you, Pisces. Something about family history that needs to be addressed, that needs to be looked at, reviewed, and it needs to be thoroughly looked at and then released and given back to spirit. These are actual directions on how to get you where you want to go on this path. And I think that's incredibly beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for this message, because sometimes Spirit likes for us to kind of they give us hints and they like for us to kind of figure it out, but they're being very clear here. There's something that you really need to delve into, research, look at, investigate, process, transform, transmute, and then surrender. It's very, very important on this journey for you. Right now, with this unfinished symphony card reversed, is just clarifying the same energy. You're stuck. You're stuck where you're at right now because you've got all of this baggage and all of this stuff that has been too painful to work through and look at, and you've kind of encapsulated it and thought, okay, it's right there, it's in my mind still, but it's done, it's over with, I'm just gonna ignore it and leave it alone because it's not part of my journey anymore. What it is part of, though, is your ultimate healing and growth. By cracking that open, transforming it, and completing it. 10 is all about completion. And Spirit really wants you to finish this part of your journey so you can get on to the really good stuff, is what they're highlighting here. We're going to get a starseed card for you, Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much for this message for Pisces. Further messages for Pisces for October, please, and thank you, Spirit. Further messages for Pisces, please. The release you're going to feel. Thank you, Spirit. They just told me it's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Look, perspective. We have perspective at the bottom of the deck. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. And the anticipation leading up to ripping it off is so much worse than actually having it done. Or getting a piercing. They're also giving me that as an example. The anticipation before you have something like that done is so much worse than actually having it done. Then we have deep cellular healing, physical and emotional healing, yes. and the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life expression. That's really interesting, because while I did get this kind of cracking open, like, you know, you've kind of hid things and they're kind of hidden away, I also get this really strong feeling of creation with you. I mean, we have the Magician here, creating your own new world, creating the world that's perfect for you, creating along with Spirit. And so Spirit's really just asking you to do these things. I mean, it's a beautiful reading. It's a beautiful reading, giving you almost step-by-step instructions of where to go and what to do to reach the end of this particular symphony for yourself, so you can really celebrate and cross that, you know, that last hurdle and be in the energy that you're so ready to be in. You're so ready to be in that energy. I feel like they also want me to highlight there's going to be a deep well of creativity you're going to be able to tap into once you complete this. And maybe you've always wanted to be a creative person, but you've had difficulty or thought you weren't, you know. There's so many doors that are going to open up to you. I mean, this healing, this shadow work is the most important work you're going to do at this point in your life. It's going to open up so much. I'm hearing it's going to open up new relationships for you, like members of your soul team. The best is yet to come is what I just heard. Thank you so much, Spirit. Let's get a final moon magic card or two for you. What final messages do you have for Pisces, Spirit? Please and thank you. I'm so grateful for these messages so far. This has been such a special reading. I invite peace within myself. I ripple this outward. Yes. That's the peace you're going to feel, the weight that's going to be lifted. Let's do one more. Can we do one more to end the reading, please, Spirit? Please and thank you. One more little message for Pisces, please and thank you, Spirit. I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. I mean, they want me to show you the back of this card. Look at that, more water energy. What is that? Aurora Borealis, is that correct? That's terrible, I should know that and I don't. Just so much is gonna light up for you. So much is gonna pour in for you. Abundance in so many forms. Your life is going to be so much brighter and richer and more peaceful and more full once you work through this baggage and let it go. Give it back to Spirit. It's part of your soul journey, Pisces. And this is a very important part of it. That's what we have for you, Pisces, for October. Wow. I'm so grateful for your beautiful energy. Thank you for spending this time with me, Spirit. Thank you to your Spirit team. If this video resonated, please like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment and let me know. I love to hear from individuals that readings may have resonated for. I love to connect with your energy further. If you are interested in a personal reading, all that information is in the description box below. But I truly just want to thank you for your precious time, your energy, Pisces. I'm I'm just very, very grateful to you for this time. So please take excellent care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.